Hi, Karl de Leeuw here. Welcome to OneSouls. Is world peace possible? 100%, 110%. But for that to happen, the main religions, the five main religions that make up 75% of humanity, need to start relaxing. And for that to happen, we need the truth. The truth will set us free. So I'm speaking as a Christian, and especially current Christians will see what I'm saying now as harsh, but it's the truth. And it's only the truth that will set us free. So let's go through the five main religions that make up 75% of humanity. Hinduism. I studied the five main religions and more, spirituality, etc., for 7 years. And this is what I found out, some of the information. There's a lot more information in my book, The Universe Code. So Shiva and Krishna are two of the gods of Hinduism. But it turns out they're not gods, they were prophets. So I went to the mountain of Shiva in Kushinigar. It was beginning May, but I couldn't go up. The snow was still too much. Where Shiva used to go up to this hill mountain to meditate. I was in Madura. Outside Madura is where Lord Krishna was born, in a prison. His mother was in the prison. I've got the exact date that he was born, something like 3,000 years ago. It's in my book. So it's a myth that those names were gods. They were people, they were prophets, highly spiritual, old souls. Reincarnation. Hinduism is all about reincarnation. So Hindus see the creator in the river Ganga, see the creator in a calf, in a cow. So it's all about the cycle of birth, come to earth, which turns out to be hell, for life lessons. We pass away, and then we have missions. And then it's our duty when we take the first breath as a child to wake up our missions. Jesus was taught at Jagannath Temple, Jagannnath Temple in Puri, India, by the Hindu scholars. It's the truth. Buddhism. I didn't know it, but Buddha was a Hindu. Buddhism is all about reincarnation. When you go to Tibetan monasteries, they've got all these spinning wheels that you can spin. It's all a cycle of reincarnation. Again, Jesus was taught by Buddhist monks. It's called the Life of Saint Isa. 5 different scholars independently saw the scribes in the Hindus monastery in Ladakh, which is which is the northern tip of India. And that needs to be released to the world. Call on the Dalai Lama to release the life of Saint Isa. It's very important. The truth needs to come out. I was taught at the College of Psychic Studies in London how to communicate with the Creator by automatic writing. The words come through my fingers. And I'm told that Buddha could both meditate to the Creator and to God. And I'll come on to the distinction between the two next. So Buddha is the master meditator. Judaism. I didn't know it, but until I started my research, but Jews were waiting for the second coming of Moses. So Moses was about Buddha was about 600 years before Christ. Moses was about 1,200 years before Christ. And when Moses came, the second coming of, or when Jesus came, the Jews said, well, that's not Moses. And they were right. Because in a soul, each soul has personality. And the Zohar that was communicated about 100 to 200 years after Christ, the Rabbi Simon Bar Yochai in Israel, he was sitting in a cave, the reincarnation is in there. And the Zohar is the truth of the 5 books of Moses, the Old Testament. It's Kabbalah.com, Kabbalah.com, Kabbalah.com. So Christ was a Jew, and now, Creator versus God. So Angel Margaret says that this is the analogy of the Creator. So we, the computers, the angels are the servers, and the Creator is the mainframe computer. And we are made up of strings. That's what the Creator told me. We're all just vibrating strings, and the strings in string theory is the same as the Creator particle. It should not be called the God particle that they found in CERN. It's the same thing. We're just vibrating strings, and these strings are minute. If a string is the size of a tree, the atom is the size of our solar system. So these strings are just as minute, but we're all connected via strings. So that's the Creator. Us and the angels together, the Creator. It's the Big Bang, fluffy matter, that then evolves. What is God? So the gods of the Old Testament are our forefathers, the Pedaeans, or the Pedeans, I never know how to pronounce it. And they 1 million years more older than us, and 1 million years more advanced, technologically, scientifically, spiritually, everything. They're slightly bigger than us. And they come from the Pedaeans, and they came to Earth. That is why there'll never be a missing link. Us and the whales and the dolphins came from the Pedaeans. That's why they'll never get the missing link. And the gods of the Old Testament are the leaders of the Pedaeans that come to Earth on UFOs, fancy helicopters. Remember, they are 1 million years more advanced. Where will we be in 1 million years? Will we have UFO capacity? Of course, to go at those speeds and stuff. So 16,000 years before Christ, the God was Ipswich of the Old Testament. 9,000 years ago before Christ, Jehovah. And currently the God of the Pedaeans that rule over us is El. But they stopped coming to Earth about 8,000 years before Christ because we need to earn our own way. That's one of the secrets of Kabbalah. Amazing secrets of Kabbalah.com. And that's one of it. So that's why there's only very few sightings. They let us be, but look after us. So Jews are very fortunate to have both the Creator and the gods of the Old Testament, our forefathers. Turning to Christianity, Jesus' real name wasn't Jesus, it was Jemmanuel. J-M-M-A-N-U-E-L. J-M-M-A-N-U-E-L. The Talmud of Jemmanuel was found in 1963 in a grave outside Jerusalem by a guy called Billy Meyer, B-I-L-L-Y, Meyer, M-E-I-E-R. He's now early 80s in Switzerland. And the Pedaeans told him where the Talmud of Jemmanuel was. And it was written by Jesus. And Jesus' son took it there. And as soon as that was found, a Iranian guy translated it into German, and the Israelis killed him. The Billy Myers group says a fire destroyed the Talmud Manual, but the Creator tells me that's not the case. It's very alive, and both the Talmud Manual, the correct New Testament, and the Life of Saint Isa, the Dalai Lama needs to release that. Billy Meyer or the Pleiadians will, and the Dalai Lama needs to release the Life of Saint Isa. So how did it all happen? In the ages 13 to 29, in the Bible, there's just a long verse. Where was Jesus? And it says he gained wisdom. He was in India, being taught by the Hindu and Buddhist scholars. But Jesus didn't die on the cross. The Quran says that Jesus didn't die on the cross. He went up to heaven, and that is, he had a near-death experience, the Creator tells me, as millions of people have had, accidents and stuff. Jesus was in the grave. There was two entrances, a secret entrance at the back. He was cured and taken out. And then when the soldiers of the authorities, when they rolled the big stone off and said Jesus was gone, they ran back to the authorities, said Jesus is gone. And they said, well, say he went up to heaven. And that's where the myth comes from. But Jesus survived crucifixion with his mother Mary and Thomas, brother, and Judas Iscariot. There was a confusion about Judas Iscariot in the current New Testament. He went east. He first stayed in Damascus for two years, just hid away because he didn't want to be crucified again. And then he went east. And 80 miles from Srinagar, the capital of Kashmir, Mary died. And there's a town now built around it called Murree, Murree, in Pakistan. Again, Christians are very fortunate to have the Creator and gods. Creator and then the gods, as we mentioned, of the Old Testament. Islam, the last of the five big main religions. Prophet Muhammad, he was born about 600 years after Christ, and via the Creator, via Angel Gabriel, via automatic writing, communicated the Quran to Prophet Muhammad. And this illiterate guy started writing down. And that's why one word, everything is kept in Arabic. Not one word could be falsified. The reincarnation is in the Quran. Ask Muslim scholars or anyone to go to a search engine and search reincarnation Quran. It's there. The Quran has got three purposes. One is the truth. The Creator was very upset of the scholars in the Old New Testament falsifying, taking things out, and 20% of the Old and New Testament, the Creator tells me, is incorrect. And a lot of things were removed. So it's the truth. And obviously when Prophet Muhammad started teaching the truth, Jews and Christians didn't like him. There was a lot of wars. The second reason for the Quran is science. It's a highly scientific document to show that 600 years after Christ, they're discovering things in the Quran now that's unbelievable, and more things will be discovered in the future. And then the last thing is poetry. Muslims say if they read the Arabic Quran, it's poetry, you cannot believe it. But unfortunately, Muslim sects have twisted the truth, unfortunately, for power purposes. As soon as Prophet Muhammad died, shooting the Shia started, and now you've got 73 different Muslim sects. The 73rd is the Ahmadiyyan community, and prophesied to be the last. Thank God, thank Creator. And so we need to go back to the Arabic, to the translations of the Arabic. There's a corpus something website in my book that you can see 7 English translations, and there you can see the truth. You can see translations that's not the truth, and some that is the truth. But the Quran is the truth. So in the Quran, it references 4 documents. One is the Quran. The second one is the Tawrat. And the Creator tells me the Tawrat, Tawrat, is the Zohar. And then the Injil, Injeel, is the Talmud of Jermanim. And then the last one is the Psalms of David of the Old Testament. So Allah equals the Creator. Where will world peace start, in my opinion? That is in Kashmir. So Kashmir is in the northern tip of India, where India, Pakistan, and China meets. The most disputed place on earth, in my view, because all 5 main religions have been there. Let's go through that. Hinduism is old religions. They've always been there. It's Hindu-controlled Kashmir today, Hindu government. Buddhism, 600 years before Christ, in that period, Kashmir was heavy Buddhist. Tibet is just north there. Ladakh, where the Hindus monastery is, just on the right, on the east, heavily Buddhist, used to be. Next, Judaism. I went to the local shrine of Moses outside Srinagar. It's there, hard to find, but I found it. Locals go there once a year. And other prophets, Solomon, David. Not their shrines, but information that they were there. And then Talmud Jungle says Jesus died outside Srinagar, age 115 on a hill. And then you've got Islam. So currently Kashmir is 96% of Muslims, but it's controlled by Hindu. So the most disputed place on earth, but it's heaven on earth. And that's where I believe world peace will start. The Christians will start understanding that Hindu and Buddhist scholars taught Jesus. Jesus was a Jew. So you've got 4 religions together. And Muslims believe in Jesus and the Old Testament prophets. So there you've got 5 main religions.